And good morning. We are starting at a new park today. Staying in Indiana, we are working at Clifty Falls State Park down close to the Ohio River, and we are going to be working on the Four Falls Challenge. Today, we are going to hit three of those portions. And evidently, I'm doing this one backwards because working from the top down, but the list of things you have to take pictures of starts from the bottom up. So we're going to today go to the Big Clifty Falls, the Cake Rock, and the Little Clifty Falls, and then move on from there. So hopefully you enjoy this, and let's get moving. All right, so like I've already said, and I think I'm going to say again, because evidently I decided I wanted to talk while I was hiking today. This is Clifty Falls. This is coming in from the north side. Clifty Falls was established in 1920. It is the third of Indiana state parks. Pretty nice place, not huge. It is kind of a out and back trail. It is all about the falls and the is it the Clifty River or the Little Clifty River? I don't know. Um, I'll have to look. But I think I got some stuff I wanted to talk about coming up here because I just can't shut up. So let's see what I have to say. So today we're at Clifty Falls. I don't come out here that often because it's quite the haul. And the gatehouse was closed, so I don't have a map. So I downloaded something to my phone. I may have to reference it a few times. I have no real idea where we're going, but this is the Four Falls Challenge. I think it's a one-way trail, and I'm gonna have to hike it all the way out and then hike it all the way back. This looks like step number one, the Big Clifty. I am not going down there to, that's a map, but I think we can get a better view of that as well. Okay, so I did go take a look, and we're dealing with the Clifty Creek and the Little Clifty Creek. Right now we're looking at the Big Clifty Falls. These are about 60 feet high, 18 meters if you're not into the freedom units, but I think I have some more stuff to say, so let's listen to that. Good news is we got a little bit of water today. Okay, so Clifty Falls is about 47 miles northeast of Louisville, Kentucky. They get about 370,000 visitors annually. There's not a whole lot in the south part of the state. This is right outside of Madison, Indiana. Madison is a very nifty little town to go visit, especially around Christmas time, it's right around Christmas time right now. I think I took this video on December 4th, but today is the 19th, so yeah, I've been slacking. It is almost Christmas here. This place was originally 570 acres of the property was donated by the citizens of Madison. The park is now about 1,400 acres, so it's a pretty good size. Interesting part, when you're in the canyon, you can only get the sun at about midday, so otherwise you're all in shade. Um, all these boardwalks, and I've probably said this 100 times already, they are slick as all get out when they're wet. And this is the way to get to another lower viewpoint for the Big Clifty Falls. I look like I'm moving slow as I'll get out here, probably because I worry about falling down these steps, because everything's a little steep, a little slippery, but I think we can start to hear the water again coming up here. And this is just a nice little viewpoint. You can't, well, as far as I know, you can't get all the way to the bottom, But there we are in this portion. I'm going to be quiet now. All right, so that's stop number 1. That's Big Clifty Falls. I think we got about 7 stops. Good morning.
Good morning.
People hike with, slippery stairs. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. People that hike with music blaring from their phone. Drives me insane. This up here is the Cake Rock. This is number 2. How do I know it's the Cake Rock? Because there's a sign. Not sure what I'm seeing. But there we go. The number 3 is Little Clifty. You know, I like to try and figure out why different places got the name they did. Well, Cake Rock evidently got its name because it looks like a wedge of cake. Sometimes it is just that simple. It's a little... Can I make it through there? Do not want to break the fence. But there we go. Oh, I went over in a different place there. You know, at my house, when we make those kind of noises, old people, grunts and groans, we got to put a quarter in the jar. But, yeah, I don't typically crawl over a fence in my yard. I use a gate or something, so I think I'm going to claim that one doesn't count. All this stuff is very slippery this morning. And I do not want to fall down these steps. So this is the Little Clifty, I believe. I'm not sure if there's a down below view. Can I reach that? Maybe from underneath. Whoa. And this is the Little Clifty Falls, and it's smaller, but it's also about 60 feet high, so 18 meters. I'd say a lot. Well, I feel like a lot less water goes over these falls, but you get to walk right over the top of them, so they're kind of. I like them a little better, even though this is like the 3rd time I've been over them. I wish we could get down into that canyon below, and maybe there's a way, and I just don't know it. Maybe there used to be a way and they don't let you do it anymore. I don't know. Um, but I haven't been here in a while. There's not a ton of trash, but I found enough to get me going. As I referenced earlier, also, I forgot to bring my map with me, and I'm bad at using my phone. I got a little lost on this track. I cut that part out. It's after all this stuff, but I ended up doing big circles. I think somewhere in here I talk about, I think this is a loop, and yeah, it's a loop, and I did the loop by mistake. I think I got a little more to say coming up. Not really sure.
I think this is just a loop.
And that's the last of the pictures we have to take for this leg of this challenge. So we got the first three, the big Clifty Falls, the Cake Rock, and the little Clifty Falls. And then this is where I started on this trail, and the trail's fairly clear. It is a little rugged, and I got up in here, found a bit of trash, got lost, ended right back here, and had to go back the way I came. But this was a good trail. I hope you come out, and I hope you join me for the next one. And this is the trash I picked up today. I didn't actually get all the way to the end of this trail because I got going and my camera battery died. So I turned around and came home, and I'll get out there again one of these upcoming days. So this is just a small portion of the trail, and like I say, I hope you join me on the next section of this, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for coming along. Bye.